Hey everybody, this is the Ask Me Dad, and I am the Ask Me Dad, Tony Crane. As you know, if you have watched any of my previous videos, I am trying to lead an effort to help dads know that they are not alone in their suffering as a father of a kid on the autism spectrum. I'm also here to make sure that moms and other family members understand and are aware of what is really going on with dad, because if you don't know, you can't react properly. So in my last video, I promised to explain 4 major challenges dads go through. I hope these are helpful, and if you are a dad who has been there, please let me know. If you want to talk or have questions, don't hesitate to send me a message on the Ask Me Dad on Facebook, and I'll put a link at the bottom of the video. One of the first duties dad has is to protect his family. This has been true throughout history, and even in today's society, it still holds true. Most dads believe wholeheartedly that they have this as a big responsibility. When you hear that your child has autism, this ability is gone to some extent. No matter how tough or brave you are, you cannot be there. There is no way you can protect your child from the consequences of this diagnosis. There is nothing you can do. You soon see the look on your child's face when they don't fit in, when their friends won't play by their rules, when their friends leave them for others, or when your kid simply comes home and asks you why. After the diagnosis, fathers feel a level of negative self-perception, which is only reinforced by the community. Fathers believe, rightly or not, that they are responsible to make sure that their children, especially boys who make up the majority of those affected by autism, are strong, brave, tough, the best ball player, great runner, the fastest, and they need to be someday a good husband and father. Well, for many kids on the autism spectrum, these things are impossible, and dad knows it. Dad knows he has failed. And then there's the embarrassment. Oh, the embarrassment. This is where it really hits the fan from a lot of guys. Gentlemen, hear me now. You're not the only one who has ever felt ashamed or frustrated or angry when your child has flapped in the wrong circumstance. Every father who has faced this challenge feels the exact same way. And hear what I say to you. Every one of them feels extremely guilty about it, even though they shouldn't. As you get embarrassed, you become angry at yourself. The anger soon serves to guilt about that feeling. This is a bad cycle. It goes around and around, and you go sinking deeper into a pattern of guilt and anger and being more and more ashamed of yourself. It's really hard to return from. Soon, you lose the ability to protect your family, fail to raise a strong, healthy child, and the guilt over your embarrassment equals the feeling that many dads express, that they've completely lost control of their world. So we just need some help, right? And we can just get that help. It's everywhere, right? Well, not exactly. This is kind of a loaded question. First of all, who's going to help? And what's worse than the fact that you need help with this is that those closest to you often don't understand. Most of the time, they don't know to offer any help and don't know what to offer. People know you to be tough, able to handle things, and most simply, they don't know what to do if they did help. And oh, by the way, if you did get help, how would you find the time and money to take care of it? Adding to the complexity is you have to go to work. An autism diagnosis can mean big medical bills, special tutors, doctors, lawyers, and most of all, caretakers. All of this costs money, and often mom has to stay home when she has been the secondary breadwinner. This financial burden can be devastating. Does anybody really understand? In addition to all these problems is the uniqueness of the autistic and every autistic child and every autistic dad's situation. Children on the spectrum are different, and it can be really hard to understand what resources you need against what resources are available. Well, that's why I'm here. We who have survived all of this need to help if we can. If you are a dad who has been through this, send us a message or leave us a comment. If you're going through it now, don't hesitate to ask for help. From us, from me, from someone else, but get some help. And please continue to follow us here and on Facebook. Continue to watch our videos on the YouTube channel so that we can help every dad who needs it. Thanks again. I'm Tony Crane, and this is the Ask Me Dad, and we'll see you next time.